Greetings children. This video lesson is for class 7 CBSE students. The lesson we are going to study in this video is your last lesson from your textbook Honeycomb. The name of the lesson is The Story of Cricket. After studying this lesson, you will be able to describe any game. Also, you will get an insight of the importance of sports and games in our life. Let us learn the first part of the story of cricket. You are welcome to the lesson Story of Cricket. So what is cricket? Cricket is a bat and ball game played between two teams of 11 players on a field at the center of which is a 22-yard, a little more than 20 meters pitch with a wicket at each end, each comprising of two bails balanced on three stumps. This is the simplest description of cricket. Now let us learn more about this game of cricket. Lesson number 10, The Story of Cricket. Before you read, sport is an integral part of a healthy life. It is one way in which we amuse ourselves, compete with each other, and stay fit. Among the various sports such as hockey, football, and tennis, cricket appears to be the most appealing national entertainment today. How much do we really know about the game called cricket? This introductory paragraph up to here is important for you to know because you have to write a para on importance of sports and games in our life. Will you write a paragraph? You will get ideas from the introductory paragraph of the story of cricket. Now come to the story of cricket. Look at the story of cricket. Cricket grew out of many stick and ball games played in England 500 years ago. So the evolution of cricket is described here. Cricket is not formed as cricket. It evolved from many other games. In Old England, around 500 years back, the children in England used to play many stick and ball games. So this cricket is formed from that stick and ball games children used to play very long back, around 500 years back in England. So it is originated from England. The birthplace of cricket is England. The children of England used to play many bat and ball games, and cricket evolved from that many bat and ball games used to play in England. The word bat is an old English word that simply means stick or club. So the word bat, that simply means a stick or club. By the 17th century, cricket had evolved enough to be recognizable as a distinct game. Cricket evolved, we can say, by the beginning of 17th century. That is the period between 1600 to 1700. That is the 17th century. As a distinct game. Distinct here means a separate game from the other ball and bat games. Till the middle of 18th century, bats were roughly the same shape as hockey sticks, curving outwards at the bottom. Till the middle of 18th century, the shape of the bat was something like that of the hockey stick. There was a curve at the bottom. There was a simple reason for this. The ball was bowled underarm. Till the middle of 18th century, the bowling action was something different from what we see today. In those days, it was an underarm bowling. No full rotation of the hand and leaving it at the top, but it goes underarm. Along the ground, and the curve at the end of the bat gave the batsman the best chance of making contact. So the batsman need a bat with a curve to make a clear contact with the ball. That was the reason why the earlier cricket bat was curved at the bottom. Come to the next paragraph. One of the peculiarities of cricket is that a test match can go on for 5 days and still, peculiarities here means the specialities. One of the specialities of cricket is that test match can go on for 5 days and still end in a draw. Even after playing for 5 consecutive days, they may not create a result. That is one of the peculiarities of this test cricket. No other modern team sport takes even half as much time to complete. No other modern game takes even half of the time that a test cricket takes. To complete a test cricket, we need 5 days. A football match is generally over in an hour and a half. The most popular game in the world is football. It takes only 1.5 hours to complete. But a test cricket takes 5 days to get a result. Even baseball completes 9 innings in less than half the time that it takes to play a limited overs match. For a limited overs match, it takes from morning till evening. The baseball the baseball contains 9 innings and it takes less than half of the time that a one-day game takes. To play a limited overs match, the shortened version of modern cricket. But now we can't say that one day is the shortened version of modern cricket. The shortened version of modern cricket today is 2020, or we call it T20. But in the time of writing this article, the shortest version was one day cricket. Another curious characteristics of cricket is that the length of the pitch is specified 22 yards. Another peculiarity of this cricket is the pitch. It is specified as 22 yards, around 20 point something meters. But the size or shape of the ground is not. But there is no specification for the size or shape of the ground. That is another curious characteristic of a cricket game. The pitch has a definite length, but the shape or length of the boundary line that has no definite shape or definite length. Most other team sports such as hockey and football lay down the dimensions of the playing area. Dimensions here means length and breadth of the court that is already defined. Everywhere, all over the world, the game is played in the same court with the same area. Is played a court with the same dimensions. Grounds can be oval like the Adelaide Oval or nearly circular like Chepauk in Chennai. But in the case of cricket grounds, the ground sometimes in an oval shape like the Adelaide Oval or completely circular like Chepauk Stadium in Chennai. Look at the pictures along with this lesson. You can understand it very clearly. A six at the Melbourne cricket ground needs to clear much more ground than it does at Firozshah Kotla in Delhi. Also, the length of the boundary is vary as according to the place and the ground. For example, the Melbourne cricket ground in Australia. To clear a six, the batsman has to send the ball at a greater length than it does in Firozshah Kotla in Delhi. Firozshah Kotla is the cricket stadium in Delhi. Now it is named as Arun Jaitley Stadium. Come to the next paragraph. There is a historical reason behind both these oddities. Oddities here means the strangeness. Strangeness. Cricket was the earliest modern team sport to be codified. Codified here means standardized with rules and regulations. The written rules and regulations adopted by a modern game, that is cricket. Cricket was the earliest modern team sport to be codified. The first written laws of cricket were drawn up in 1744. In the middle of the 18th century itself, the game had formed its rules and regulations. They stated, the principals shall choose from amongst the gentlemen present 2 umpires who shall absolutely decide all disputes. The stumps must be 22 inches high and the bail across them 6 inches. These are the written rules with cricket. It says that the principals shall choose from amongst the gentlemen present 2 umpires. As it was the game of children, the school principals had the power to choose 2 umpires from the crowd or the gentlemen who came there to watch the match, and their decision will be the final. They can manage the dispute between the 2 teams. This is the first law written for cricket. And second one is the stumps must be 22 inches high. The stump of cricket must be 22 inches high and the bail across them 6 inches. These are definite measurements that everywhere it has to be followed. The ball must be between 5 and 6 ounces. The weight of the ball also defined very clearly. It should be 5 and 6 ounces and the 2 sets of stumps 22 yards and the 2 sets of wickets, the 3 stumps and the 2 bails on it. The 2 pairs must be between 22 yards. These rules were written in 1744 itself. 22 yards apart. The world's first cricket club was formed in Hambledon in the 1760s. So the world's first cricket club was formed in Hambledon. It was during the year 1760s. And the Marylebone Cricket Club or MCC was founded in the year 1787. MCC was founded in 1787. During the 1760s and 1770s, it became common to pitch the ball through the air rather than roll it along the ground. So, in the year 1760s and 1770s, the style of bowling was changed. Till then, it was bowled underarmed. But from 1760 onwards, the bowling style changed. It used a full rotation, arm rotation bowling came into exist. This change gave bowlers the options of length, deception through the air, plus increased pace. The new style of bowling gave the bowler more possibilities for length, deception through the air, and increased the pace. Pace here means the speed. And deception through the air here means the ball is no longer rolled along the ground but sent through the air. That is deception. They can pitch the ball at any length in the crease. It also opened new possibilities for spin and swing. Later, the bowlers used it to spin the ball with a low speed bowling. Then swinging, out swinger, in swinger, like that they started bowling. In response, batsmen had to master timing and shot selection. As accordingly, the batsman also changed his style. He had to keep the timing and the selection of shot. He couldn't sometimes bat all the ball he faces. He has to select the hit ball and blow it. One immediate result was the replacement of the curved bat with the straight one. Then, during the same period, the batsman changed his bat from a curved one to a flattened blade or flattened faced bat he started using. The style of the bat also changed. The weight of the ball was limited to between 5.5 to 5.75 ounces. The ball's weight is also limited between 5.5 to 5.75 and the width of the bat to 4 inches, and the width of the bat is also fixed as 4 inches. In 1774, the first leg before law or LBW was published. Also, around this time, a third stump became common. So, around 1774, a third stump was also implemented in cricket. It says us that till then they used only 2 stumps, but by 1774 onwards they used a third stump. By 1780, 3 days had become the length of a major match. By 1780, the maximum length of a test match or cricket match was 3 days. And this year also saw the creation of the first 6-seam cricket ball. By 1780, they started using 6-seam ball, leather ball for cricket. Look at this picture. The pavilion of the Marylebone Cricket Club MCC in 1874. This much they did for cricket during the period 1874. The pavilion that you can see here for the spectators to come and watch the match. So we can imagine how popular it was in England. Come to the next page. If you look at the game's equipment, now the writer is going to give us the equipments that cricket used. You can see how cricket both changed with the changing times. Yes, cricket is changed with the changing time. As time moves forward, the game also got some changes, yet fundamentally remained true to its origins in rural England. Yet they remained true to its origin as per the rural English life. Cricket's most important tools are all made of natural pre-industrial materials. So cricket's most important tools are made of natural and pre-industrial materials. It is not made out of any machines, not industrially made it. It is naturally made, handmade items they used. The bat is made with leather, twine, and cork. Here it may be the ball. The ball is made of leather, twine, and cork. Even today, both bat and ball are handmade, not industrially manufactured. Even in the 21st century, the tools, the equipments, the instruments used for cricket are handmade, not industrially manufactured. The material of the bat changed slightly over time, but the material of the bat changed a little bit over time. Once it was cut out of a single piece of wood. Earlier it was cut out of a single piece of wood. Now it consists of two pieces. The blade, which is made out of the wood of the willow tree, and the handle, which is made out of cane. That became available as European colonists and trading companies established themselves in Asia. That began to available everywhere in the world because the European colonists and trading companies established themselves in several parts of Asia. So all over the world it began to available. Unlike golf and tennis, cricket has a rough and ready cricket game being played in a village in the Himalayas 1894. Notice the homemade wickets and bat carved out of rough bits of wood. Look at the cricket match that going on here in the foothills of Himalaya in the year 1894. So unlike golf and tennis, cricket has refused to remake its tools with industrial or man-made materials. Not like other games, cricket stick to its origin. They never prepared any tools with the help of industry or materials like plastic, fiberglass, and metal have been firmly rejected. The modern industrial products for creating these tools, the cricket game totally rejected. Come to the next paragraph. But in the matter of protective equipments, cricket has been influenced by technological change. But cricket was influenced by technological change for protective equipments. The invention of vulcanized rubber led to the introduction of pads, different kinds of pads to protect human body, the batsman's body, and the keepers. They started using the vulcanized rubber. Vulcanized here means cured. The cured rubber, processed rubber. In 1848, and protective gloves soon afterwards. Then they started using protective gloves also. And the modern game would be unimaginable without helmets made out of metal and synthetic lightweight materials. Now, the batsman, sometimes keeper, and the fielders in the gully points, they used to wear helmet. That is a synthetic lightweight materials used with metal and synthetic lightweight materials. This is the first part of the lesson. For second and third part, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. If you like the video, please thumbs up. Thank you for watching till the end.